Hello, Phelps friends. I hope it's a great day for you. I hope you're ready to learn. Let's give our learning brains a little massage. Get it ready. Get it ready. Turn it on. Get that sleep out of your eyes. Turn on your reading eyes. Turn on your learning eyes. All right, take the Q-tip, clean out the outside edge of that ear. Get all the shampoo, that little bit of conditioner. Why is that black chunk still there? You were playing in dirt last week. Get that black chunk out. All right, turn on your reading and learning mouth. Turn off your blah, blah mouth, because I'm going to expect you to be responding to this. When I go blah, 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 and I ask you to go blah, 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 I want to hear you go blah, blah, blah. Not literally blah, 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 but you know, the words that is the answer. That would be the words you'd use in class, because you're at home, but here I am. I'm still teaching you, so make it work. All right, my dear friends, this is going to be Language Arts 1.01, no, 1.05, identifying story elements using the story Melvin Makes Mistakes. Here's my cheat sheet, so that's what I keep looking down to. And I talk really loudly in my mic there. You're stuck with me. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. We're going to go through the lesson, and we're going to start with that marvelous M. We have 3 chunks today's lesson. First chunk is sight words and phonics, the letter M. We'll take a break then. Second chunk is story elements using Melvin Makes a Mistake. Story elements are like parts of a story. And then you can take a break. And then the third part is writer's workshop, and we're going to do some writing. So we're going to keep going with our lesson, the marvelous letter M. We're going to have to guess what these words down here say. Look at my giant yellow mouse. Ooh, so easy to see. So I'm not going to tell you the word, but think about that sound. What would that animal be? Well, I can't hear you. You think it's going to be a mouse? Let's see.
Mouse.
Well, there we go. It is a mouse. All right. Oh, this woman with a baby. What do we call that? That woman that has a baby. She's not just her name. She has a special name, a very special name. It goes, mom. I hope you said it a long time ago. Mom. Let's see if we're right.
Mom.
Yeah. Next picture. Oh, it's the night sun. What do we call that thing that's up in the sky at nighttime? Look at the picture. Think about the sound. What do you think it is? Moon.
Moon.
You'd be right. I like that they have so many different voice actors doing the recording. All right. Oh, we know this one. What is this one, you guys? I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Can you say it one more time? Man. All right. Say it with me. Man. Let's do it one more time. Man. All right. So you think it's a man? I would agree. Let's see. Man. All right. Last word. Oh, not a cupcake, because we're learning about the marvelous M. What would we call that food? Muffin. Oh, I like that answer. Let's see if we're right.
Muffin.
And that is correct. All right. We went through that already. Come on, computer, you're a little slow. Made of mountains. So we have some animals here. There are a lot of animals that have an M sound in their name in the beginning of it. So a lot of words that start with M. So we're going to ask which ones start with the sound. This one we have a big problem with in our yard, and I bet a lot of you have the same problem. They dig the hole. They have that little hill that comes out. Oh, it's a compound word, actually. It's a molehill. Molehill. Does mole start with M? Yeah? No? Yes? I can't hear you. But if your baby sister's sleeping, don't be loud. Yes, it starts with M. Let's see. Mole begins with the letter M. All right, next one. It is not a horse. I thought it was a horse, and I had to go through, and I clicked play, and I was like, oh, I guess you're right. Okay, I'm not the smartest when it comes to animals. No, I'm not the most researched. This one's not a horse. Think about the letter M. Is there an animal you know that goes mule? Could that be a word that starts with M? Does mule start with M? Yes or no? Let's see. I'm going to click the answer. Mule begins with the letter M. Now, think about our seafood. This is something we do in the winter. We'll go out on the beach and we have our special kind of something gun. We stick it in the sand and we cover the hole and we pull it out. It's not a mussel. This one, it's a clam. Does clam start with the letter M? Yes or no? No, it doesn't start with M, but clam. Does clam end with the letter M? Yes or no? It does. It starts with the letter M. All right. I'm going to show you this one. I don't know what the point is, but it's talking about M and mountain. And I clicked on this for a long time, and this is all I could figure out it was showing you. M, mountain. Now, this is an activity for you to do next. This is your M printing page. So this is one of the homework pages for this assignment, for this lesson. Map, mop, mom, man. So you're going to trace those lowercase m's, and you're going to write the capital M's. I'm not too worried about our capital M's. You might have learned those at preschool or with your grown up at home or something. Usually a lot of kids are more comfortable writing that. That's why we focus on the lowercase in kindergarten, because a lot of times the lowercase is new for us when we write. So I'm more worried about writing the lowercase letters for now. All right, read it. Ready to read. See it, read it. This is sight word practice. We're not learning new words. We're reviewing. We're looking at them again. We are going to make sure these are forever glued in our brains. You're putting all the work in now to learn these words. Keep it up so you don't forget them. We're going to keep reviewing, keep looking at them. I'm going to point at the word. Where'd my little dinosaur hand go? Oh, Mrs. Phelps, you had it like 30 seconds ago. What is wrong with you? I can't find my dinosaur hand. Oh, you tried to be cute and you failed. Okay, so we're just going to do this one. Oh, you can't see my hand anyway because you're looking at the word. So I'll do it this way. This means you're going to look at, I'm just going to click play. My brain just totally shut off with losing my dinosaur. All right, click play. I. What's the word, friends? I. Now this word here, it starts with that letter S. What's that sight word we know that starts with S? What is it? C. C. All right, this one, it starts with the Now they threw a tricky one at us last lesson with that me in it, but we didn't use it as a sight word yet. We talked about the word my. So look at the word, read the word, my. Look at the word, read the word, my. Next word. Oh, this is one of my favorites because I like so many different things. I gave you a clue. Did you hear my clue? What's this word? What is it? Like. Read it to me. Like. What is it? Like. All right. This one we use all the time. I just used it. The word is the. The TH goes the. So let's read it. The. All right. One more time. The. This one here, the A is a little crazy. That's a computer. I'm trying to make it a point. It's a computer A. So when we type it on the computer, sometimes it shows it a little differently than how we write it. Oh, that was creepy. A bag of like stuff just fell down, but it sounded real creepy. Okay. It's not almost Halloween. This word is at. What is it, friends? At. Look at the word. Don't look at me. At. One more time. At. And then this one we use for boys and men. It is he. Look at the word, read it. He. Look at the word, read it. He. All right, this one. This is what I was looking for. This is a shuffle game, and it's going to show us random sight words. Now, what it's going to do is I'm going to click shuffle, and it's going to show a bunch of words a little quickly, and then it's going to stop, and it's going to stop on that word. If you are at home and you want to read the words, when it flashes it too quickly, go for it. I am going to read them because if you're looking at them and listening to them, it's going to help your brain remember. So make sure, even if you don't know the words yet, you're listening and looking because that will help you to learn them. I click shuffle, I, my, the, at. Oh, I'm too slow. Oh my gosh, I was a lot faster than I did in practice. All right, what is this word, friends? See. All right, one more time. The, I, like, at. It starts slow and then it just varies the speeds. Excuses. All right, what was this word, friends? Say it. My. One more time. My. Come on, you guys. You should have said this like 1 second ago, 3 seconds ago. What is it? I. Point to I. When I talk about I, who is it? Point to them. It's yourself. All right, we'll do a couple more. He, at. like the varies the speed. Oh, that TH, tricky one. You're too smart for this though. You're smarter than these letters on a computer. What's the word? Read it to me. The. What is it? The. We'll do one more. I like this word. What is it, friends? This is to say you really, really, really want this thing. You like it. What is it? Like. What is it? Like. I like you too. Thanks. Oh, you got to have fun. Okay, so this is a good time to take a break because we're going to move on to our story elements. If you want to take a break, pause it, come back. All right, so ready to read? What makes a story? The story elements are the parts of the story that kind of come together like a puzzle. When you put them together, you see this bigger picture. So characters, setting, events. So the people and animals that tell the story, the place where it happens, and the stuff that happens. That's all of the things that go together to tell us a really great story. So as I just said, characters are who are in the story, the people, the animals, or even sometimes the things. Think about Beauty and the Beast. And it took me a long time to think of the name. I was like, it's Belle and there's a monster. Beauty and the Beast. All the candlestick, all the characters that are objects, but they still do stuff. Those are characters because they can tell the story. The setting is where the story happens. So in Beauty and the Beast, it would be mostly the castle in the village in the woods. And then the events are the stuff that happens. Belle goes to the castle. Belle is kept at the castle. The Beast loves Belle and he turns into a human and they get married or whatever. I'm sorry if I ruined the ending, but those are the things, the events that happen in it. There's a story elements anchor chart. I did not include it in the packet. It looks like this. Characters are the people and animals that tell a story. Setting is where it happens. And then the events are the stuff, like the tortoise won the race, or they found a treasure chest, or the boy rode a train, I guess. Okay, think about Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty Dumpty back together again. So we're going to use this to think about our characters, our setting, and our events. So the characters. There was a very short story, but who was in this? Humpty Dumpty, the king's horses, and the king's men. Those are the people and animals that told the story. The setting, where did this happen? Well, we can use this picture to help us too, but it said Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. So it happens on and near a wall, because when you fall off the wall, can you say you're on a wall? Nah. All right, and then the events. What happened? Well, Humpty sat on the wall, Humpty fell, and then he was on his own. Nobody could help him. Sorry. And then you can tell your grown-up or even someone, a friend or your, I keep saying baby sister, older brother, big brother, about your favorite character from a story. Is it an animal? Is it a person? Is it a thing? Tell somebody. Tell me. I'm listening. What's your favorite character? All right. Maybe you didn't tell me anything. Okay. So we're going to use this story called Melvin Makes a Mistake to use these story elements to see them in action. But before we read it, we're going to take a peek at this picture here. Okay, freeze. If you're doing writer's workshop, you're doing an illustration to tell a story, look at this picture here. Does that show you a pretty good story there? Can you see a story in that picture? Even without reading anything about it, a cow stepped on a mouse's tail. The mouse was really sad and it hurt him. You can see so much in that story. Okay, so this is Melvin the cow. Melvin is one of the main characters in our story. This is Mike. Oh, why would, no, where do I, okay, Mike the mouse. Mike is a mouse and he is also a main character in this story. And our setting is the barnyard. That's where it happens. And then the big event that happens in this story is Melvin steps on Mike's tail. That's from the middle of the story. Okay, so we're going to move on. If you want to have your own copy of this, it is included in your packet. This is a much better story there's more to it than the ones that we had in the very beginning. So these are actually really good practice books. If you want to follow along and read it at home, pointing to the words, that is a great choice that you can make. There's 2 pages to it. All right, flipping back. Oh, it's still loading. Okay, let's read. Melvin makes a mistake. And it was written by Helena Nina. That means she did the words. The author does the words. Illustrated by Vicki Tibson. So the illustrator does the pictures. Vicki Tibson did the pictures. Melvin the cow was dancing. He stepped on Mike the mouse's tail. Mike was mad. Melvin's mom mooed. Melvin, say you're sorry to Mike. Melvin mooed. I'm sorry I hurt you. Mike the mouse felt better. Then they danced together. The end. So if you wanted to have that story, that's a really good one to go back and you can point to all the words and read it. The who of the story. So who were the animals or the people that told this story? Melvin, who was the cow, Mike, the mouse, and Melvin's mom. Where did this story happen? Did this happen in my house? Did this happen at your house? Did this happen at a barnyard or a farm? Yeah. And then what happened in this story? Well, there's a lot of things that happen in the story. They're dancing. And then the cow stepped on Mike the mouse's tail. And then Melvin's mom got mad at Melvin because he was careless. So Melvin said he was sorry to Mike, and then they danced together. When we can pull out all these story elements, it helps us understand the story better, which is a little deal in kindergarten. But when you get to be bigger and you read these big, fat books that have so many words and no pictures, being able to know these things really help you to understand and enjoy these books more. So this is really helping just to make your life so much better when you get bigger. Okay, and then life happens. Sometimes we make a mistake, just like Melvin did when he stepped on Mike the mouse's tail. So can you think of a time where you made a mistake and maybe you hurt someone? And did you say you were sorry? What are some other ways that you can fix it when you make a mistake? Because we all make mistakes. I make mistakes, your grown-up makes mistakes, everybody. But when we do make a mistake, we have to make a choice. Are we going to fix the mistake or are we just going to ignore it? And we have to fix our mistakes. It helps us to be better people, better friends, better family members. Okay, we're going to keep moving on if my computer will let me. Writing workshop. So if you want to take a break, this is a great place to take a break because we're going to move on to our writer's workshop. Okay, so naming words are people too. These naming words for like who and what, people, places, and things, those can be anything we can touch or we can see or we can smell or we can taste. So what do you think Melvin the cow smells like? Do you think he smells good? When I was a kid, we'd go out to Tillamook a lot and we'd always know when we were getting close because we could smell the cows. Okay, so naming words are nouns. People, a swimmer is a noun, a fireman or Abraham Lincoln, or you are a noun. Dogs and penguins and ducks are nouns. Places are nouns. Mrs. Phelps's house, that's a noun. School, your bedroom, the park. Things are nouns. My mouse, my hair clip, my nose, my computer, my webcam. Those are all nouns. And there is a naming words coloring activity, which looks like this. So what you will do is color in the people and the animals using your favorite color. So people and animals, you're going to color one color. So whatever your favorite is. And then the places and the things is a different color. So the school, is that a people or an animal? No, it's a place. So I would use a different color. Is a astronaut a people or a place? It's a people. So I'd use my favorite color. Wrong one. Moving on. Getting to know characters. So think about Mike the mouse and what he looked like. Was he little? Was he big? Was he happy? Was he sad? When you tell a story, sharing details about the characters is very helpful, telling more about the characters. It makes a big difference if you're reading a story and it's about a robot instead of a little boy. Because if a robot, arm falls off, that's not a big deal. But if a little boy's arm falls off, that's a big deal, right? So knowing these things about your characters is very helpful for when you're reading a story. I will tell you this, when I was a little girl, I was reading a story, I got almost to the end and I discovered the main character, it was not a boy like I thought. It was a little girl. It ruined the whole story because the whole time they never said if it was a boy or a girl. So I read the whole story thinking it was something different. Okay, moving on. Mrs. Phelps, you talk about yourself too much. I know. That's okay. So these are different stages in our writing. Grown-ups, if you're listening and watching, this is the beginning stage of writing. We're at the point kind of going between beginning and sprouting. That's okay. We're aiming to get to this, but this is what we're finally going for, is growing. Look at all those details, the color, the clothes. You can see where they are. You can see their faces. Not everybody is blue skin, blue hair, blue clothes, and the blue clouds. Yeah, you know who you are, kiddos. Okay, so you have an activity to do for this one. It is this page, Graphic Organizer Mike the Mouse. Draw a picture of Mike the Mouse. Make sure you have those details. If you're going to draw him being stepped on, what does his face look like? Is it happy when he gets stepped on, or sad and hurt when he gets stepped on? And it says, for an extra challenge, you can write the word mouse or Mike under your picture. When you write the word under it, that's called a label. And that is starting from going just from an illustrator to adding to be an author. We're starting to put the words in with our stories. All right. And so when you do it, make sure, what does the character look like? Does he have an ear? Does he have ears? Does he have a little tail? What did he do in that picture? So lesson summary, letter M, we practiced our sight words. We learned about the characters and the setting and the events in a story. So we're going to do our review. Who is the character in Melvin Makes a Mistake? They have a list. Stepping on a tail. Is that a character? No. Dancing. Is that a character? No. Mike the Mouse. Is that a character? Yes, because it's the people, animal, or thing that tells the story. Correct. It's the who, I guess, is another way to put it. So which one of these names an animal? Mad. Is that an animal? Eating. Is that an animal? Barnyard. That's an animal. No, that's not an animal. What about a mouse? Is a mouse an animal? Let's find out. You should be telling me yes, because you should know that a mouse is an animal, friends. And yes, so we know that an animal is a noun also. Skipping to the last page. It says to submit a quiz. We're not submitting a quiz. Oh, it got really dark. So I'm recording this on a very rainy day, so the weather's been very interesting. All right, that is all I have for this lesson of 1.05, Melvin Makes a Mistake. I hope that was a helpful lesson. Have a great day, friends.